live from Aunt Betty's studio in Carson City, Nevada.
From First Presbyterian Church, where we're opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond,
it's the Mary and Sherry Show!
Every week I know I have the same reaction to that. I laugh and it never gets old for us.
It never gets old for us. Never gets old for us. Oh, good morning to you.
Well, good morning to you. Good to see you here. Good to have you here.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Everybody knows that Mary has this just active schedule. I don't know anybody more active than you are. You were just constantly out there.
Yeah, it's too busy, really. I'm not good at moderating.
I can't imagine you slowing down. I just can't. No.
Yeah.
It's a dream, and then somebody else says, "Hey, let's go for a hike."
There's so many awesome things to do. There's so many awesome things to do.
I would actually
out there.
love to join you on a hike, provided it was an easier one.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I would love to do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's no problem. Anybody out there?
Ooh, we could do a remote.
Yeah. We could do a what?
A remote.
A remote. Yeah.
Here we are from, I have no idea where. I don't know. Somewhere in the grand outdoors.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get a little bit serious. I have a new question for you today.
Okay, wonderful.
And then I have a thought about it off the top of my head. Okay. So, who are the people in this congregation that have encouraged you by their faith walk? And what was it about their stories that helped you?
Oh.
And can I just say,
that's a cool story.
I got to prepare for this. Like, I knew about this question yesterday and I went just deer in the headlights. And I was thinking, can I just go ahead and open up my directory and just start reading names? Because
that would work for me as well.
Right.
I mean, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. When I think about it, though, I'd say the people that pop into my head first would be Jane and John Hancock. When we moved here, my family moved here in 1978, and they lived a couple houses down. And somehow they, started talking to my folks, and they invited us on a camping trip. And they're just such wonderful, loving Christian people that I truly, truly look up to and just admire them. And another couple is the same thing. It is Dwayne and Kay Glansman. They've been here. Both of those couples have been in this church setting the example of what it means to be Christians walking in the faith day after day, decade after decade. Those are the two couples. But there's so many other couples I wanted to start mentioning all these people.
Right, I'm afraid to leave somebody out.
I am afraid to leave somebody out because everybody means something to me.
I agree. I think we're both persons.
Yeah, peoples.
Peoples. I don't know, but at any rate, I don't want anybody to feel left out. That.
Yeah, I mean, because I love everybody in this church.
Exactly.
There's just so
many
people.
We love you all. We do.
We love you all.
But
it's true.
Today's the exceedingly short list.
Yes, because people aren't going to watch us yabber on for 5 hours of
oh my
going through the directory.
They would start the music like they do in the Academy Awards. They would start the music and we'd talk over it and
and then the big hook would come and we'd get.
That would be fun. That'd be fun. Next thing I know, she's going to show up with a hook. She is. Yeah. Well,
how about you?
Like you, I brought it down to two people, or not actually two couples, and it was just, sitting and pondering over it and praying about it, and who really comes to the forefront right this moment. And one of those couples is Fred and Jeannie Richards.
Yes, indeed.
So this Friday, this is going to sound odd, but I'll wrap it up together. This coming Friday, the 16th, is my 2-year anniversary of being family ministry coordinator here.
Oh,
yeah!
Congratulations!
Thank you. We're celebrating with a movie night. That was just a fluke. But when I first began, I asked people. I was giving out little cards and asked people to put a favorite verse as encouragement to me that I could put in my office just for those rough days. And I've discovered over my short course of time in ministry that there's some amazing days and there's some really rough days, and I asked for little cards. Fred and Jeannie gave me, I meant to grab them this morning and I forgot, several handwritten pages front and back of verses for encouragement for me. And
right on.
I mean, everybody who wrote me one has just really touched me, but that one was just over and above and has really been a constant reminder to me of the faithfulness and God's love that is in this church. So thank you, Fred and Jeannie. And then the other couple that immediately came to mind is Bill and Pan Baltz. Talk about
Love them too.
Prayer warriors. I mean,
love them all.
Let me tell you, you feel the need for some extra prayer about something, take it to Bill and Pan. Wow. I mean, you know how when sometimes people pray, you can just feel the Spirit.
Yes, like Dan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
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 And they I know that they've prayed for me, and I'm sure they're praying for our entire church, and I just so appreciate that. So,
I agree. I mean, again, it's like we could say everybody, but Fred, I got to give him a shout out, because when I was in high school, he was part of a band that welcomed me in, and I really, I didn't know how to play in a band at all. And half the time I was just faking it because that's what they told me to do. But he was so encouraging. Just always is like, you're doing great, Mary. Come on up here. Come play with us. And he is awesome.
that is.
And so is his lovely wife.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to give a shout out to my mom and dad too for being such a great inspiration to me. Hi, Mom and Dad!
If you've been watching this show or you've been watching worship online, maybe you've watched some of the other programs such as The Story Behind the Hymn with Faye Wheeler, or I've Got a Story to Tell with Dan Skinkus. Maybe you've been coming to church or you've gone to some of the fellowship events.
Yes. Oh, yes.
And you would like to join our church.
This is the actual announcement.
It only took us how long to get there?
Yeah.
And you want to join this ministry of opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond. Here's your chance.
Yeah, great opportunity
This coming Sunday,
this Sunday.
July 18th, in the room directly below us, in the fellowship hall, right after services, Pastor Bob's going to have an Inquirer and Covenant members class. So if you're just eager to become a part of this body, great. Go ahead and come on in. If you have questions about what it means to be Presbyterian, what it means to be Christian, you just have questions. You want to get to know some wonderful people,
Yeah.
take time after church this Sunday
And show up.
show up.
Yeah, no question is unimportant, or it'll be, right after church.
Right after church.
Right after church.
Go through the Family Life Center, grab a little snack, and then head over. And
Yeah, awesome.
so
And speaking of people that inspire us, this coming Sunday is kind of a informal mission Sunday, I guess, if you will, because we have Todd and Kelly with us back from Ecuador, and Todd is going to be giving the message, I believe.
I believe so.
Yes. And it will all be in drumming.
It was great having him be a guest drummer.
It really
That was
is.
fun.
It is
That was
super fun.
We love Dan. We love you too. But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just kind of fun to have
We
him
love you,
back.
Dad. Yes, so, and Cristian Garcia is going to be joining us. So that's going to be really cool. All of you people that have reached out and helped with that wonderful little ministry there, he's going to show up, I hope.
Right,
and,
right.
and be among us on
So,
this Sunday.
Why has it been important to you to be involved with this young man? And what tugged at your heart to say, hey, I need to get involved in his life?
That's kind of a funny question because, sometimes, well, maybe I'm one of these people, it's like, I don't hear anything from God, or I do, and I'm just not paying attention. Or it's so obvious that I don't even think about it. And this was so obvious. Like, there was no, is God telling me to do something? No, it was like, yeah. So the second I read that first sentence of that article, it was like, oh, I've got to go talk to Bob.
God just placed it on your
Yeah,
heart.
yeah. And it wasn't anything with me. It was just, it's like, this is obviously something that our church should be involved with. So I like when God's so direct like that.
Boy, that'd
I
be
love
life
it,
easier
Lord.
if that was always the case, right?
Yes, I love it,
I know.
Lord. I love it when he just opens that front door and walks in and sits down at the kitchen table.
Well, and I went with you when you presented him with the check.
Yes.
Just to be your cameraman. I did a lousy job.
No,
But
you
I was
didn't.
there, and I personally know kind of how his story has touched you. But do you want to share just a little with everybody how that's really touched you?
When we were there, because we had never met him before, he told us a little bit about, what was going on, and he had been going to a church, but that church closed because it didn't have enough money, basically. And his parents worked so hard, but, his mom got injured, and then she wasn't able to work. So it was absolute affirmation that what we had done with this gift was right, spot on the money, straight from God, meant to help him out. And I mean, what sense did you get?
I'm right on the page with you. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just, there was nobody more deserving.
Yeah, we walked out of there like,
In awe.
God is great.
I think we were both nearly in tears. It
I was, and
just
I was like almost shocked at how obvious and just like, wow, that was even cooler than I thought it was gonna be.
Right,
I
right.
guess.
Yeah.
I can't find the words today. Me, the yapper. I can't find the words today.
Well, let me fill in for you.
Yes, please do.
No, but I
it
know
was
that
super cool.
many of you did give to this young man, and I think you'll really enjoy getting to meet him this Sunday. So,
Yeah, that's a good way to wrap it up.
moving on. But in the same vein, yesterday we had in here Lou Hawley, and we had Todd and Kelly Butterworth, and they did a little round table.
Ooh.
And it was magnificent. And that's one of the things I love about my job is that I know you all enjoy seeing these things online, and that's great, but I get to be here personally, live,
Yes.
for the whole thing, and it's such a powerful time. And I just, I'm excited for us to get that video up for you to see, because it was,
I can't wait to see that video either.
yeah, to hear Lou's story and Todd and Kelly's story about how they came to ministry and came to do what they were doing, and just their openness and willingness to say, "Here I am, Lord, do with me what you will." Because,
Talk about powerful people.
right.
I mean, Lou blows my mind.
Oh, when
And-
she starts listing out the different places that she has served and different things she's done, wow. Wow. And
Yeah.
she's just so down to earth. We had a wonderful conversation.
Totally down
and,
to earth. Yeah,
You know.
she's awesome.
But the things that she's doing with the Karen people, she didn't go in and impose herself on top of the Karen people. She's there and she's working with them, and it's not, like, we're an outside entity here to
Right.
take you and save you,
Yeah, no, I think I'm imagining, I'm not
Right.
a missionary, but, except for like in our little hometown, but that doesn't work.
It's funny
And
you would
Lou and
mention.
Todd and Kelly aren't like that anyway, they're
Not at all.
they're-
It's funny that you would mention that, because the word missionary came up during the talk. And they said, I believe it was Lou that said, that the word missionary has come to mean like somebody who's out there. It's just, we're all missionaries.
Right, you're right.
We need to kind of redefine that
She's
we're
right,
all
you're right.
missionaries.
Yeah.
Lou's right. I'm
Yeah.
the messenger.
Every time,
You
every
know?
day we get out of bed, we're missionaries.
Right. And
That's
then
our
just
job.
hearing the wonderful stories about Todd and Kelly and what they're doing in Ecuador and some of the challenges that they face. I think one of the ones that really struck me was, it's a very Catholic area.
Okay.
And women are not as welcome as heads of leadership and things, and yet they have There's a woman there who really wants to be able to minister to single mothers and the challenges that she's going to face with that, but they're there to support. And
That's like, I mean, I know Todd and Kelly are like the perfect people to support her in that. I mean,
yeah.
all right.
So,
Shout out to Todd,
there
Kelly,
you
and
go.
Lou.
So it's wonderful to just be able to spend time with them while we're here. Please take advantage of that and let them know how much you
Yeah.
love them and are praying for them. And I know that they're praying for all of us too.
Yeah. Have a conversation with these fascinating people.
Let them know that, give them that encouragement.
That's right.
Because it's like 107 degrees in the studio,
Yes, it's true.
seems like it's about time to discuss the weather. So, off to Sandy.
It's hot. I can't get cool. I've drunk a quart of lemonade. I think I'll take my shoes off and sit around in the shade. It's hot. My back is sticky. The sweat rolls down my chin. I think I'll take my clothes off and sit around in my skin. It's hot. I've tried with electric fans and pools and ice cream cones. I think I'll take my skin off and sit around in my bones. It's still hot. Courtesy of Shel Silverstein.
Thank you, Sandy.
Thank you. I agree with her. That was great.
Yeah, man. Oh, movie night this Friday. The Princess Bride. And what time is it?
6:30.
6:30.
6:30. We want to give people time to get home from work, maybe have a little something to eat.
Perfect.
Because we're going to be serving popcorn and a few other things.
Bring your drinks. And you can wear a costume if you want. You can dress up like a pirate or an old hag.
Or a princess.
Or a princess, yeah. Forgot about the princess. You can drop like
Princess
a princess. And come on down. There's going to be fun trivia that Sherry has come up with. And it's just going to be a good time for all.
Yeah.
And hopefully the air conditioning will be on.
It will.
It will
be. Yeah, it's
It will
always
be.
nice in there. We promise. We wouldn't do that to you. So it's free. You can say the lines along with the movie. It'll be cool. That's just a winning combination.
It is a winning combination. It'll be a great time.
And there's prizes.
I already know someone who's like super excited about coming and is practicing lines and everything.
Oh,
so,
good,
yeah.
good.
I won't give her away though.
Well, is that you're looking in the mirror? In other fellowship opportunities, we do have the Aces ball game coming up. You need to sign up by this Sunday if you would like to get tickets to come with the church.
Yes.
It's $18 per ticket. You can pay cash. You can write a check. If you write a check, make it to FPC with Aces ball game in the memo line. You can pick your tickets up here at church the Sunday before, which is August 1st, or you can pick them up at the south entrance to the ballpark the day of. Another opportunity with this is carpooling. So there will be a sign up for carpooling this Sunday. And you can either sign up to be a carpooler who drives or somebody who would just like to ride with someone else. Did I cover it all?
I think so.
Okay.
This Sunday is the last day to sign up. You can pick up your tickets August 1st. Or meet up there on that day. And there will be a sign-up sheet for carpools. Did I get it all right?
$18 a ticket.
$18 a ticket.
So for those of you who've already signed up, there you go. Now you know what you're paying.
There you go. Awesome. Yay!
Yay.
All
And then-
right. Moving on to the next announcement. Faye's, the story behind the hymn. Faye, I love it. I really, really enjoy that. I really enjoy learning about where the hymns came from. And tomorrow, I think we have a spiritual Thursday. So we have the classic Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. That is a classic. That is such a wonderful song. And the other one is Nobody Knows.
Both of those are sung by Bob Stansbury,
Oh, wonderful.
and I got to be present for all of that too. It's
Oh.
just
See what she gets to do? If you come and help her, you get to see all of these cool
that's
things.
right,
That's
exactly.
right. All right.
Yeah,
So that'll be the one coming up tomorrow? What'll be
coming up
posted
tomorrow. Yeah,
Okay.
tomorrow at noon it
Okay.
should be posted. So,
Excellent, excellent.
At any rate, yeah, we
Excellent.
always enjoy that, and I think that's a special one. I love spirituals.
I do
They're
too.
just.
I so do.
But,
All right.
I
Well,
think we covered everything and then some today.
somehow we got through this in our brains. Gee.
It's the
So-
heat. It's the heat. But at any rate, this is YouTube, so we're going to invite you to like, subscribe, and until we see you on Sunday, God bless and take care.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.
Well, Mary, I'm going to Reno with you. You know, Chris Crone, the Aces manager, gave me a job as coach for as long as you're on the team.
Well, look, Sherry, if you're the coach, you must know all the players.
I certainly do.
Well, I've never met these guys, so, you have to tell me their names, and then I'll know who's playing on the team.
Okay, I'll tell you their names. But it seems to me they give these ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
You mean funny names?
Strange names, pet names like Dizzy Dean,
His brother Daffy,
Daffy Dean,
and their French cousin,
French,
Gouffet.
Gouffet Dean. Well, let's see. We have on the bags who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
That's what I want to find out.
I say who's on first, what's on second, and I don't know who's on third.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
You going to be the coach, too?
Yes.
And you don't know the fellas' names?
Well, I should.
Well, then who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fella's name.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
The guy playing.
Who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
That's it.
That's who?
Yes.
Look, you got a first baseman?
Certainly.
Who's playing first?
That's right.
When you pay out the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it.
All I'm trying to find out is the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The guy that gets...
That's it.
Who gets the money?
He does. Every dollar. Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Look, all I want to know is when you sign up the first baseman, how does he sign his name?
Who?
How does he sign?
That's how he signs it.
Who?
Yes.
All I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
One base at a time.
Well, don't change the players
I'm not
around.
changing nobody.
Take it easy, buddy.
I'm only asking you who's the guy on first base.
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
What's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. We're not talking about him.
Now, how did I get on third base?
Why, you mentioned his name.
If I mentioned the third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
What's on second? What's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There you go. Back on third again. Will you just stay on third base and don't go off it?
All right. What do you want to know?
Now, who's playing third base?
Why do you insist on putting who on third base?
What am I putting on third?
No, what is on second?
You don't want who on second?
Who is on first?
I don't know. Third base. Look, you got an outfield?
Sure.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
I just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell ya.
Then tell me who's playing left field.
Who's playing first?
I thought. Stay out of the infield. I want to know the guy's name in left field.
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. The left fielder's name.
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field.
Look, you got a pitcher on this team.
Sure.
The pitcher's name.
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me today?
I'm telling you now.
Then go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow are you going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen. Who is not pitching?
I'll break your arm. You say who's on first. I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
Third
base. Got a catcher?
Certainly.
The catcher's name.
Today.
Today. And tomorrow's pitching.
Now you've got it.
All we got is a couple of days on the team. You know, I'm a catcher too.
So they tell me.
I get behind the plate to do some fancy catching. Tomorrow's pitching on my team, and a heavy hitter gets up. Now, the heavy hitter bunts the ball. When he bunts the ball, being a good catcher, I'm going to throw the guy out at first base. So I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
That's all you have to do.
Is to throw the ball to first base.
Yes.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
Look, if I throw the ball to first base, somebody's got to get it. Now, who has it?
Naturally.
Naturally?
Naturally.
Naturally. Naturally?
Naturally.
So I pick up the ball and I throw it to naturally?
No, you don't. You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's different.
That's what I said.
You're not saying it.
I throw the ball to naturally.
You throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
That's what I said!
You ask me.
I throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Now you ask me!
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
Same as you, I throw the ball to who? Whoever it is drops the ball and the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to the what? And what throws it to, I don't know. I don't know, throws it back to tomorrow. Triple play. Another guy gets up and hits a long fly ball to because. Why? I don't know. He's on third and I don't give a darn.
What?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.